Hello dear students, my name is Kaxarova Madina and I am from Department of Translations from Bucharest State University, and today's our topic will be Superword Kit 1 or Superheroes 1. So as you guessed, our topic will be synonyms. What is the synonyms? Before the lesson start, let's play odd one out. Do you know this game? Yeah, so you should find one odd word that's not suitable to other words, and then you should switch it out. So here in the slide you can see pleasant, glad, happy and sad. Which one is odd? Yeah, you're right. Sad is odd. Why? Because all of these three words are positive and this is a negative. Or we can say all of the three words are in the same meaning. Next one is look at this. Beautiful, pretty, handsome and ugly. Yeah, ugly is odd. Why? Because it's antonym to the beautiful, pretty and handsome. Next one is heavy, skinny, slim, and thin. So, skinny, slim, and thin means someone is thin, yeah? Or some clothes is thin. But heavy is someone is overweight or obese. So, yeah, you're right. Heavy is here odd. Next one is weep, cry, laugh, sob. Which one is odd here? Yeah, you're right. Laugh is odd here. Why? Because weep, cry, and sob are synonyms. So we can use their meaning, we can change their meaning within the text in order to speak very good and beautiful. So here you can see only three relative synonyms. All of these triple words are synonyms. Who is he? Let's read about him. So as you see, it's the story about the person's life and it's from local news. And pay attention to the date. Date is 26/03/2046. It means the text is about predictions in the future. Who is the Superword Kid? Superword Kid is usually a primary student 6 in this course. His real name is Jack White, born on planet Wood. Jack left his home planet when he was a baby. He was raised by residents while on Earth seemed sad. Jack is a great kid. His parents discovered his great power and great love of books when he was young. He read all the great books in the whole house and at the age of the one. Yeah? So when he was 4, he already knew every word in the dictionary, having the power to fly faster than light, to lift things as heavy as a building, to bend steel with his strong arms, and to travel in time. Superwood Kid finds about bad guys who would peace and for the right use of words. What did you notice? So, what's the biography? It was a biography around the super kid. The story of a person's life written by another person is called biography. For example, who is Barack Obama? Who is Albert Einstein? Yeah? So here in the text, what did you notice, guys? Yeah, there are a lot of repetitions about the superword kid. Look at the paragraph again. What you can see? Jack is a great kid. His parents discovered his great power and great love of books and blah blah blah. So great is repeated too much. There are too many grades in this writing. Inspire. You should have tons of words. Great word bank in order to speak in English very beautiful and in order to have unrepeatedly speech. Whatever, it doesn't matter whether in your speaking class, in a discussion round table, clubs, or in IELTS speaking. What should we do in order to make it more interesting, our speech? Of course, we should use synonyms. What are the synonyms? Synonyms are the words that have the same or very similar meaning. They need to have to be some same part of the speech. For example, they should have the same exact functions within the grammar styles. Adjectives should be adjective. Verbs should have a similar verb meanings. Nouns should have the same function with this. Different nouns and so on. For example, in a cluster you should have the same word. Sad, unhappy was an adjective. Cry, weep was a verb. Child, kid was a noun. Like this. So how to find the right synonym for the repeated words? Look it up in the thesaurus. What's the thesaurus? It's a book that lists words and these synonyms. So we have too many influx of online vocabulary. One of them is the thesaurus. Thesaurus we have both online and offline hard copy version. So in a dictionary and in a thesaurus, they have same definitions, synonyms and antonyms. But in an ordinary dictionary, you have in detail definitions. But in thesaurus, you have short and simple definitions. Where you can find synonyms. So you can go to the thesaurus, it's thesaurus.com, and then click on it. You can see here in the top the search button. Yeah, you are seeing the browser. On the browser, you will type "great" as it's shown. Um, Next one is, can we go to up? Can we go up? Yeah. Here you can see the word grade, yeah? When we type the grade in the thesaurus and when we enter the word, you can see what's popping out. Here, antonyms, synonyms, fractions in the practice, and what main entry, what part of the speech it is. It is all up here. You can find any kind of information about the word. And you have a lot of synonyms up there. Look up the word in a dictionary for synonyms. It's a second online dictionary, www.wordsmith.net. You can go there and search. For you can type the word itself in the browser, for example, grade, and push the button go. So it's a children's dictionary, and you can see here very large in size on number, a prefix that means one grade generation away. Yeah. So it has two meanings. Each word can have about 10, 25 or 50 meanings up to. Yeah, here means great means very large in size. Yeah, good. It coincides with our meaning. So here you can type in great and you can see the parts of the speech is adjective. And definition, false definition is very good. So online thesaurus and wordsmith lists you all the meanings of the word. One thing to know, some words have more than one meanings. We call them homonyms. The form is the same, but the meanings are different. In synonyms, we have the same meanings, but the forms are different. Vice versa, yeah? So let's see them. So in the next slide, we can see the first word meaning. Very big in size or number. Synonyms can be big, large, huge. And the second meaning we can say very important. Synonyms can be vital or serious. And the third meaning, it can mean very good. Synonyms are wonderful, excellent, cool, super, fantastic, and so on. It can have many meanings. According to the meanings, we can find synonyms. Like each word doesn't coincide 100% to each other. It can be similar, but it cannot be the same with other words. In some contexts, it may have formed the synonym to other words, but in some contexts, it doesn't coincide. So you should be very careful in choosing words, and you should choose the most best, the most closest ones. Okay. Next, you can see and you can use any synonyms to replace the word great in this sentence. It's an exercise word. Let's read. Peter is a great football player. The first meaning great is big in size. If you choose it with big, it will be Peter is a big football player. The second grade, it means very important. So Peter is a serious football player, let's say, yeah. The meaning if it's serious. So it's wrong type here. You can say great means serious here. So Peter is a serious. Next third meaning is wonderful, excellent, and super. If you change with it, what happens? Peter is a wonderful football player. The word wonderful is stronger and more expressive and more close to that contextual meaning. Using the right synonym makes you a better writer. So, whatever you use the synonyms, if it matches best with your version, expresses you very well, gives the full meaning of what you mean, it will be very effective and efficient speaking or writing. So here you can see another word, thick. Thick is an adjective, thicker and thickest. It means ill, yeah. Someone is suffering from illness, someone is not well. For example, Phoebe was sick with cold. She caught a cold, she had a high fever, headache, she is sneezing, yeah, and then she has sore throat, she is getting injection. So antonyms can be healthy and well, the well-being of the position of the person. The similar word can be infirm, out of sorts, run down, flaky, under the weather, unhealthy and well. And under the weather is here idiom. So you can use all idioms as a synonyms to the word too, in order to sound we're professional, intelligent, in order to use advanced words in your international tests. The second definition is suffering from a sleeping, suffering from a feeling of needing to throw up, like you are making a throw up. Imagine the carnival ride make him sick, like you are not bearing to this. So it's not bearable, it's unbearable, yeah? You cannot bear to the event. Definition sad means tired, disgusted, or upset. Upset here is synonym with sad. You are really tired of some kind of event or person, so you're avoiding of it. She's sick of practicing. Like she's bothered, disgusted, miserable, revolted, and upset. The fourth definition is having a mental illness. In some contexts, yeah, it may sound ridiculous, but in some contexts, it means a mental illness. Like someone has mental disorder, crazy, insane, mad, mental, and neurotic. When we are using some certain particular words with foreigners, we should be really careful because we do not know in what context what words means how. So now you try. Replace the red word with a synonym. Look at the slide. Peter caught the cold last night. He was very down. Yeah, you're guessing. Important, not all the synonyms can replace word. So down, you should change down word. So you have the super word kit. So his friend Captain Doggy is doing homework. Can you help him to rewrite the sentence so that they become more interesting? We should help the super word kit. Okay? What will I be? Like it is the written paragraph by a super kid. When I am big, I will buy a big house, a big car. Outside the big house, I will plant many big trees and build a big pond by my big garden. You see how many times big we use here? About 7. It's really boring. It's repetitious. It has a lot of redundancy. So this kind of paragraphs is called redundant. It means it has too many repetitions, unnecessary words. We should either replace the big words into another definitions and synonyms, or we should somehow omit some big words and we should say another kind of synonyms, adjectives to that words. Any kind of adjective we can use. For example, instead of big, we can use vast, huge, and so on. Yeah? There is a word used many times. What is it? Do you think it's good to use the same word over and over again? No. In IELTS speaking and writing, you will be given a punishment for that. So your points will be taken out in order because of your repetitious speaking. Why we should use synonym and why we should help the super word kit? Synonyms are useful in writing. They are more expressive. They are more so you can use in a communication with your interlocutor. So your interlocutor feels more free with you. You can be sound as a fluent person. They can make your writing more interesting and enjoyable. So even if you not writing but speaking, someone is speaking with you, they enjoy your English. How do you use them in writing? So first step is brainstorming. Can you think of any words with similar meaning? Big, for example, large, huge. Yeah, you're right, vast, and so on and so on. So again, we will turn back to thesaurus and we will type big in a search button, and you see under here you can see too many synonyms here. It pulled up for us. For example, it put out a whale of an ample, hellish, briny, bulky, bulk, burly, capacious, chock-full, colossal, commodious, considerable, copious, crowded, and nervous, expensive, fat, full, gigantic, heavy-duty, heavyweight, hefty, huge, hulking, humongous, husky, immense, jumbo, mammoth, massive, monster, oversized, packed, ponderous, prodigious, roomy, and so on. Why I am reading? In order to sound a little bit English, because as I said in our previous lessons, if you have a perfect pronunciation, so you sound really intelligent and smart, so your English will be more appreciated than those who doesn't have proper pronunciation. You should sound like native speaker. So look for the right synonyms of the word. Big main entry is a big. So main entry means main word that we are discussing. Big, it's adjective. So definition is large and great. And you see here only large, enormous, gigantic, huge, roomy, and spacious is really close. All of other words are synonyms, but for some certain, these all 4 or 5 words are really close to the meaning of the big. Others are somehow in some certain points or in some certain texts and contextual texts they are synonyms. Not always. So let's see large, gigantic, huge, spacious, roomy, and enormous words. Yeah. When I am big, I will buy a house, spacious house, and a large car. Outside the roomy house, I will plant many enormous trees and build a huge pond in my gigantic garden. How do you feel now? After changing the words, you feel much more enjoying my writing, yeah? In the first paragraph, when we used the word big 7 times, it was really boring and unnecessary. It was like a water. English people say it water. There is too many words but no sense. But now it's turned to be more paragraphs that contains intelligent and advanced words, and it sounds much more meaningful than other sides. Okay, let's continue our slides. For the synonyms, we can see other ways to say some words, okay? Like I will tell you how to replace some effective words. We can say arduous, challenging, tough, demanding, strenuous, dangerous, severe instead of difficult. We can say simple, clear, effortless, straightforward, easily done, facile and basic instead of easy, foolish, dumb, ludicrous, laughable, futile, naive, senseless instead of stupid, wise, astute, knowledgeable, brilliant, brainy, smart, clever instead of intelligent. Why? Because the words difficult, easy, bad, stupid, good, they are bad words. Bad words means they are too overused and you shouldn't use in your speech in order to sound well. We can use marvelous, spectacular, incredible, unbelievable, extraordinary, astounding instead of amazing. Yeah. We can say hideous, appalling, frightful, horrendous, atrocious, ghastly, dreadful instead of terrible. So even if the word positive or negative, we can use too many synonyms. And when you are learning by heart the synonyms, it can be more memorable in your mind. So you can memorize very well the synonyms. You can buy synonym word, antonym word, or you can always tell to your partner, fellow peer, or student, and always you can learn the word, the language effectively by the help of the synonyms. Also, you can change, you can practice at home your writings with synonyms. When you type the paragraph, you can on purpose go to the thesaurus, online dictionaries, and change the words and practice a lot how to use synonyms and how to enrich your vocabulary. So if your vocabulary is rich, you sound very perfect, and your proficiency level will be boosted, so you will level up one again. Instead of okay, you can use adequate, passable, average, moderate, pleasing, not bad, respectable. Instead of disgusting, you can use gruesome, horrific, nasty, vile, abominable, and so on. Thank you very much for your attention to our lessons. Please write down your home task will be creating a text using synonyms. Please write down it and bring it to me to the next lesson, okay? Bye bye, see you.